Welcome guys to another Manni mini tips. In this video, just to recap what we've looked at in the last few videos. If you haven't watched them, make sure you check them out. So we did VLOOKUP and not V and H lookup. In previous videos, we've done count and countif, sum and summative, and relative and absolute cells. So do watch out for those videos. The link will be in the description for this video. So pay attention and watch out for those. We will be talking about some VLOOKUP tips. I realized that VLOOKUP, there's a lot to do, a lot in VLOOKUP that we've not really touched on. So we're going to run through some of those tips quite quickly and show you. Again, if you haven't watched the detailed VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, make sure you check those out before you watch this, or at least learn how to do your VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, because it's going to be a rather quick session. Remember when we did VLOOKUP, we always say use false statement when applying for VLOOKUP. So a normal VLOOKUP would be VLOOKUP. You want to look up. So in this case, we just want to look up in this table to your right, the commission we should apply to each of these cells. So I want to look up these values. Well, first of all, we're going to look up. Remember when you do VLOOKUP, your value lookup is that. I'm going to fix that. Actually, I'm going to fix that going down. Going to fix that going down. I want to look up in this table. I'm going to fix that table. I want to say, give me the second column. So this first table will be your sales figure, and the second, I want the commission. So second, number 2, and then if you want to be exact match, you have to put 0, all false. Remember, I always spell false wrong, so I stick to my 0. I'll put 0 there, and then that gives you NA. Why? Because we don't have that exact match within that table, so we don't have that for any of them. So if we want to do is, this is the only time that you are allowed to use an approximate match. So approximate match, you can do it in one or two ways. You can put true there, or leave it as blank. So let's put true. And if you leave it as blank, it will default to true anyway. So either ways. So now we've got 6%. So what that does is giving you an approximate to that figure. So 171,900 is just under 175. So anything up to 175 will be charged at 6%. So anything, so the commission is actually anything above 50% to 75% will be at 3%. Anything above 75% to 100%, then to 100K, 75,000 to 100,000 is 4%. Anything above 100,000 to 120,000 will give you 5%, and anything above 120,000 to 175,000 will give you 6%, and that's why we've got 6%, because it's in between that range. So yep, so you get why we get that. So that is your approximate match. And if you drag this through, you see that the same is true for each of the other ones. So you can see it's 9%, because that's anything above 200K, 200,000. So that's the only reason and the only time you will have to use approximate match. that is put true in your VLOOKUP formula.